Hey guys, it's Sora here. Yes, I'm doing a face-to-face video this time because this time I'm going to be talking about a very personal topic. Basically, if you've seen a couple of my videos, you will know I'm autistic. Now, I have been autistic since I was 9 years old. Well, I've been autistic my entire life, but I wasn't diagnosed with it until I was 9 years old. Now, all the doctors, all these experts kept saying, "Oh, he's not autistic. He's yes, I got it right what you said. He's not autistic. He's just badly behaved." Well, no, I am autistic. Um, and I hid this, I masked, as the term is, for years up until recently when I saw Bradley Rich's on Celebrity Big Brother. Now, he has become a massive, massive inspiration for me, and he's really taught me how to be open about my autism and how to, be try to be normal with it. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the struggles I had growing up with autism. Now, when you have to mask being autistic, you have to pretend to be normal and you have to pretend to act normal, like in normal circumstances and situations, which a lot of the time that is difficult to do because in certain situations you get sensory overload or something triggers you. Bright lights triggering, loud noises everywhere without earplugs or earpods, which I've shown in a video previously, triggering and sensory overload. And regular even in regular situations with things like crowds, sometimes I get incredibly uncomfortable. When I'm out and about and people would look at me, I would feel like they were staring at me because of my autism. Like I'd be like, do they know? Do they actually know that I am? Um, so pretty much, life isn't easy when you're autistic, and a lot of people have this pre let's just say this preconceived stereotype of what an autistic person is like. They'll have this preconceived image that they're nonverbal and they have these outbursts randomly. That is a stereotype. That is not what autism is. Autism affects everybody in a different way. It's a spectrum. Or as Chloe Hayden from Heartbreak High, or Bradley Richards would say, it's a colour wheel. And different people who have different aspects of autism are different colours on the colour wheel. Now, has it been easy since I've been more open about my autism? Yes, it has been. It's been a lot easier. I feel now, yes, I've lost a couple of friends along the way because of it, but at the end of the day, if they stop being my friend just because they find out I have autism, then they can't ever really been a true friend in the first place. But there's a lot of situations now where I feel more free and more comfortable. I still have you know the occasional issues, the occasional outbursts, but it's fine because I know for a fact that I'm okay now. I'm not okay now, but like it's easier to deal with, and I have a good support circle uh, that helps me out, and also seeing the inspirational things that people like Bradley do also helps. And I'm hoping to start using YouTube when I do my Let's Plays and my videos and stuff like that as a platform that I can be, helping to raise awareness and acceptance for autistic people. Because let's be honest, there's not as many autistic YouTubers or that have a presence than than there really should be. So yeah, and also when I was a kid and I first was diagnosed with it, and I was having all these difficulties, I remember my mom crying because she felt like it was somehow her fault that I had been, that I was this way. But she accepted it. My dad, he tries, bless him, but he still struggles a lot of the time to accept it. Things are difficult for my sister because she has her own issues with having leukemia and things like that. So, but she tries too, bless her, she tries. I have good friends, I have a good partner, I have partners, I should say, that help me out a lot with you know, the issue with it. But as a kid, it was very difficult because you'd always have these urges. Like, one of my sensory things, you may notice, I don't wear shoes or socks around the house in my videos because I have sensory issues with socks on carpet. And that would be a problem in school. And a lot of the time, I would take my shoes off and put my feet up on the table and obviously get in trouble for that. But yeah, just a lot of stuff that happened to me in school that's like could be considered as autistic problems. I kind of got through them. I handled them. I'd like to think I handled them a lot better, like well. But it's just the constant need to feel normal was kind of suffocating. I've and anyone that knows me will tell you this. I have for the past 2 months now, I would say, however long it's been since Bradley was in the Big Brother house and it inspired me. For the past 2 months or so now, I have actually been so happy and so free because I've finally been able to talk openly about this. I've finally been able to feel comfortable within myself than who I am. And I'm not saying, if you're watching this and you're autistic, I'm not saying that you need to unmask to be happy. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, you should at some point consider unmasking because we shouldn't let the world define us. We should define ourselves. People are, yes, not everybody is going to accept us for being autistic. It's just a sad fact of the world. Not everybody's going to accept that. But at the end of the day, we should not be hiding or ashamed of who we are. We should be proud of who we are. We should be ourselves. We should be autistic and fucking proud of it. Just we don't need to have this like masking of like things because the more people know about autism, the better. Because there are people who are misinformed who think, oh, autism is a learning disability that affects motor skills. It isn't that. There's a lot more to it than what that person or these people describe it as. So you have to think about like, okay, maybe I shouldn't unmask or maybe I should. Don't do it. Don't unmask if you don't feel comfortable doing so. Only do it if you feel you're comfortable enough to do it. If you feel you have reached the point where you have accepted who you are. You've accepted this is a part of your life. People who are in your life have to accept it too. Only unmask if you feel you will be okay with the end result. Because the unfortunate fact of the matter is, when you unmask, you are going to have people who will treat you differently. You are going to have people who suddenly start walking on eggshells around you because they're worried they're going to upset you or offend you or trigger you or give you a sensory overload. But you will have people who will be there and support you, and your bond with those people will become stronger because of it. Those are the people that you need to think about. Now, obviously, I'm not going to stand here and say every single person watching this who's autistic should unmask, because that's your choice. You have to decide when you want to do that. But if you do choose to do so, then you really will feel a lot more free within yourself. But again, some people don't have the luxury that I have of being able to be verbal. There are non-verbal autistic people who find it very, 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 very difficult to do day-to-day life. And obviously for me, it's there's distractions and there are things that trigger me and stuff. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. This is the hand I've been dealt in life. This is what I have to deal with. Just accepting of it. Being accepting of who you are. Now, obviously, am I going to make my autism a part of my YouTube Sora Nightheart persona? Yes and no. I will be mentioning it a few times, to raise the awareness of it, I feel necessary, but I'm not going to make it intrinsically a necessity part of the character, of the persona. I'm not going to do that, because I feel like the Sora was a character. Sora Nightheart was a character that I created in my head when I was diagnosed with autism. That was going to be my shield. He was going to be my hiding point. He was going to be the character I hid behind to mask who I really am, And yes, the name came from Sora from Kingdom Hearts. The heart part came from the heart, because I felt in my heart it was what I needed to do. And the night part, I just took the name of my school basketball team that I was the captain of and just took the K off of it. Literally, that's what I did. I just took the K and the S off of it. And then Sora Nightheart was born, and I have been with that character since. He's going to now be my YouTube persona, because if you look at my Instagram or my TikTok, you will see it says Maddie Cody Mast, even though my name is Maddie Cody Mast Griffin. Yeah. So just wanted to make this video to address this and talk about autism and how it affects me. Things like a struggle, like lights trigger me, loud noises trigger me, just so that if anything like that happens in any of my videos, or I get distracted like I did in my PS5 video when I started talking about them filming a fucking movie, a Fast and Furious movie, whatever the hell it was I said, outside, then you know the reason why. But yeah, this is Sora. I'll see you next video. Peace.